Texel's kick off with this 2 by Dunsire sheep out of Captain Hughes, both big sheep that have added quite a bit of shape to our programme. 21's an extreme long and wide sheep. He's got a really attractive sort of balance, that length and neck and activeness. He's always looking at you as well. He's always looking for work. We picked him to use on pure use last year, and I think he's a great sheep. It's just a bit unfortunate he's in here with 20, who's is just enormous. He's got a big head. This 20 sheep is you catch him in the field quite often, just standing very proud and square. I remember my grandfather telling me it's easy to get something that's wee and correct, but big and correct doesn't come along very often. His captain mother was out of a wildfire ewe, and he's got a bit of a look at him about him, just with that extra jigget and and flair and character. We've got a set of twins here that are out of the mother of the big ram fisticuffs that led the sale last year. 22 is a belter of a sheep, but is actually quite neat fronted for a sheep with just quite so much power. He's a bit of timber about him. He's a wide end and he's powerfully made. 23 is tall, made in the front and very proud. He's got a nice smooth shoulder. He's long and he's got a lovely hind leg structure, which he stands with a really big jigget to him. There's 13 shearling tups in the UK that have an index over 15 pounds, and this 24 sheep's the fifth one you've seen in this pen. He's wide set, long and deep and soggy. The 25 sheep is just big in every way. He's a bit of a tank, but he's bright and active with it. Neither of them just as refined as some of the other sheep in the pen, but they've got an awful lot of power about them, and that's what we came to expect from the Dunsire sheep. Was this just this extra length and width behind? He had that nice lift up front as well, like you see in the 25 sheep there, and it certainly proved that he had plenty work in him. A very long sheep coming in here, 26, with a bright alert head and a wide hip. And 27, a powerhouse. 27's a thick, wide-made meat machine. He's got an enormous jigget to him. They've both got a bit of style about them in their carriage of their head. That's where the willingness to live is in a sheep, which is a very useful property. This pen are all consistently very good on their fecal egg count EBV, which is their worm resistance ability. And like the sheep have, they've all been tested for that, so there's good data behind it. You see the long front end of that 28 sheep giving him an active, free, moving look about him out of this blizzard ewe. And then there's a set of twins out of a captain ewe that are a thicker, wider style. 29 is quite a standout carcass sheep in the field with a bit of style about him. And 30 similarly made thick and wide-bodied and plenty of flesh. Especially 29, maybe he's got a wee bit more bone than some, but he seems to have more muscle too. Whereas 28 on the right there is a longer sheep and cleaner made and a bit more wedge shape. There's another pen of Dunsires coming at the end.